I've waited a long time to wear one of these. A long time coming, so I'm wearing one on the air tonight. I don't mind. We're going to talk a lot about baseball, even though the O's are out of the playoffs. Got a lot to talk about. We're going to rant about something, especially you Yankee fans. So let's do this. We approach free agency in Major League Baseball. There's a lot of big names that are out there that should find some new homes. Josh Hamilton probably being one of the biggest names out there for the Texas Rangers. He was qualified an offer from the Rangers, but I expect to see some movement and some moving parts go with him. There's going to be a lot of teams interested. I expect to hear the usual names, the Yankees, the Red Sox. I expect what's surprising, I think Baltimore might enter the equation coming off of a good season. Will they be willing to shell out that kind of money? I'm not sure. I think you might see the Dodgers, who may inquire about it. This is a team that's got a lot of money. The organization's got a lot of money. They're trying to win. Magic Johnson's trying to make a big splash. They went out and acquired some nice pieces last year that didn't get them in the playoffs. The last season, but it was really to set them up moving forward into 2013. So we'll see what the Dodgers want to do with that. I think that might be a possible fit, and I think Texas will be right back in the equation. You can't replace Josh Hamilton's numbers and his bat in the middle of the lineup, even though he struggled there at the end of the season. This is a Texas team that really could use him in the middle of the order. You also see names. Zach Greinke's going to be out there. This is a guy who's had some issues with pitching in big markets. I don't expect him to go to like a Yankees or a Red Sox. I think the Angels would be a nice fit for him. It's a major market, but it's kind of got a homey feel. I think you could see Milwaukee. It's another possibility, even though they couldn't really afford him. That's why they dealt him in the first place. But a Milwaukee-type city. Baltimore will not shell out the money, even though I think that'd be a good fit for him. Maybe Kansas City enters, the equation. They've had them before. This is a team that just traded with the Angels for Urban Santana to add some their depth to their starting rotation. But I think the possible fit for Zach Greinke is going to end up being back with the Angels, especially now that Dan Herron, another one of my key free agents, is no longer with them after they decided, or they couldn't trade him and decided not to tender or pick up his $15 million option. Dan Herron's a guy who's going to hit the block. I don't expect to see him in the Angels uniform. The Cubs are interested. I think Baltimore will be interested. I think the Yankees, the Red Sox. I think you'll see the Dodgers also interested in him. I mean, this is a guy who would be a nice little move for him, going from Anaheim to L.A. Wouldn't have to pack up his family too much, move him cross country. So I think that's another possibility. Big name bat. You got B.J. Upton, who's out there from Tampa Bay. I think there are going to be a lot of people after him. Michael Bourne for the Atlanta Braves. He'll also be a free agent. Michael Bourne, might make cash in somewhere near $100 million. And I don't particularly think he's a $100 million player, but this might be a chance for him to cash in with a thin bats being available, and his real skill set with speed and ability to get on base and play a really stellar defense. So, Major League free agency is just getting underway. I know it's in the middle of middle of football season. The NBA is starting to kick off, but we wanted to touch on some baseball a little bit. We'll shift over to some NBA here in a little. The NBA has now is underway. We'll see some new faces and some new places. Ray Allen is now in Miami Heat. We'll see how that fits. We'll also see how the Bulls are going to play without Derrick Rose. Rose is not expected to play, or be back until later on in the season. So we'll see how Dwight Howard fits with the Lakers as well. There's a lot going on in the sports world right now, but we really wanted to cover Major League free agency because it kind of gets brushed under the rug, especially with the NFL getting right in the middle of their season, college football really getting strong, and of course the NBA starting off. So that's our MLB wrap up, our MLB pickup as we head into the MLB offseason.